Hey, what's up everybody? HTG Brian here, and we are back with some more LEGO Indiana Jones. This is the Original Adventures, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Chapter 3, City of Danger, Free Play. We're going to get an achievement called What a Cautious Fellow I Am. That's simply for just blowing up a bunch of stuff with our freshly found bazooka. We're also going to get a red brick parcel. That's right, a red brick parcel for the 2x stud multiplier. We're going to get all the mini kits and that true adventurer as well. So go ahead and let the game pick your characters for you. If you've been following along, you probably have everybody you need. We're going to start off by going ahead and switching to somebody with the wrench ability to go ahead and fix this machinery over in the left-hand corner. As soon as it's good to go, make sure you grab those studs on the way out. Now, I do want to stress that the actual True Adventurer is a little bit touchy here, and I say that because there isn't a ton of studs along the way, per se, but there's a ton of bad guys. Now, if you're like me, I die a lot, and I'm actually really overly cautious here. As you can see, I'm blasting away, trying to take out all the bad guys, because there's like 6 or 8 of them that just jump you as soon as you get into this area. And I highly recommend taking as many of them out as possible before advancing, because you'll die a lot trying to build up stuff and dig stuff up. Once you have, look at these quick shots. That's what they call quick sniping in LEGO FPS. We'll go ahead and cha that final guy. You might have noticed I blasted a rocket into this little hallway here. Well, there's another one that was probably not recommended, but it actually brought on a bunch of flowers for whatever reason, and then if you take those flowers out, it leaves behind some pieces that actually form into a ladder that lift us right up to our first mini kit. So woo to the who! Next up, we're going to go ahead and dig up what's left of the lever here. We did blast some boxes and build up the ladder on the left. Both combined actually give us access up top. Once we get up here, go away, stupid monkey. We'll go ahead and get there and blast that open. Now, you can also use somebody like Willie and her shrill shriek to go ahead and break that glass as well. But we just so happen to have the old bazooka tube, so we'll use that. All right, now, you saw us bounce up there, grab this first key. We're going to need another one. It's actually over to the right-hand side. You probably remember doing this in story, as it wasn't so long ago. But before we jump in there, we want to grab some studdage and also say hey to our compadres. Hello there, buddy. We would like some access. As you can see, I'm jumping for joy. We're going to go ahead and enter the door. Inside, we have a human candy dispenser. That's right. We're going to flip this bad boy and look at that, a human comes out. Actually, it's not a human, it's a minifig. We're going to go ahead and pull it again. You got to keep pulling it until that meter is completed, and that'll give us the mini kit once all the other guys have been released. So, I guess we got a cloning machine. That's a little weird. I guess, maybe a hidden meaning there? I don't know. All right, we'll go ahead and grab that, swoop it, and bounce on out. So we've got our first 3 mini kits in this area. Now, we got to go complete and get the other key. As we get into this next little room here, we do get attacked by a couple more baddies. You can see he's waiting there, standing there with his back to us. Didn't anybody ever tell you not to turn your back to your enemies, buddy? Cha. Thanks for the heart, too, foo. All right, we'll go ahead and jump up and bounce across over to that carriage that we pushed over to the left-hand side there. And that gives us access to this rope, which drops the little awning. And we can bounce our way all the way over, grab the key and the studs. Booyakashow. Key is ours. We could go ahead and leave if we want, but there's a bluesy. Actually, there are a couple I surpassed. This one, I wasn't willing to, though. And again, I'm not sure what's up with the bad guy there. He was just kind of standing there like, oh, he won't see me if I turn and look the other way. Reminds me of the old Mario Ghost. You guys remember that? Like, if you remember that? Yeah, man, it's kind of what it felt like. Anyways, we'll go ahead and take the last couple bad guys out. Spin to win that key, which opens the door and allows us access into the next area where our next collectible will be. All right. In the next area, we're going to switch on over to our soldier yet again and step up to the plate and say hello to our friend here. Hello, buddy. Can we come in and get some access, please? Oh, the answer is yes. Sweet deal. All right, we'll go ahead and advance into the new doorway. Inside here, there's a whole bunch of satellites bouncing around. In fact, we're going to build up the Mega TV, and it's going to give us a mini kit. Now, we're also going to blast all of the satellites in here, and for us, it turned out to be the 50th item that we have destroyed with this old bazooka tube here. So that actually should be an achievement you will see soon if you have not already. As you can see, though, I'm getting my yeet on, just destroying anything and everything in sight. which actually over across the hallway here, it gave us access to a little hobbit hatch hole here. And look at that, we're up top. We're going to switch to Indy. Whip it good. It's going to rip down that water tank and give us the next mini kit. Now I'm going to quickly do some story-based bits here. Build up this, pull this out of the way. Then I'm actually going to switch back to my soldier. Down here in the bottom right corner, there is a crazy amount of bad guys. So I would recommend kind of trying to avoid them for now. But there is a silver wall there, or a silver door you got to blast. So pop that. Make your way all the way up the stairs, swoop up that box that's just conveniently waiting for you. Go ahead and build up the pieces that are left after slamming it onto the base plate. And check this out, we're going to push it down the old checkerboard path, and kablooey. We got a mini kit waiting for us down there. We also got a bunch of bad guys, so be ready for carnage to ensue. We're actually going to bail out and try to do our quick sniping again. The reason why I'm doing that, too, if you haven't figured it out, if you get too close to the blast radius, you get blasted as well. There we go. Prime example. Good timing there, Brian. Good timing. To be honest with you, I did not have that planned. Now, we did actually make our way through the little carriage spot there that I had already built up and pulled out of the way. Now, if you guys remember from the story, there is a ton of guys that come and attack us, both from up above and from the left, and eventually from behind here, too. So I try to take out as many as possible with my rocket launcher, and I do a pretty good job until old short round gets in the way. My bad. My bad there, shorty. Up at the top of the stairs, though, you might remember there's going to be a monkey over on our left. We usually need that for the story to go ahead and blast that silver barrel, but we got that covered. But here, before moving along, we want to smash this box and build up this ladder because there is one of the cheekiest mini kits of all time. That's right. Not only is it pretty difficult to get up here, I got lucky and made it on my second try, but look at this thing. It is completely out of sight and behind, and you can also fall off and plummet to your doom. It's a funny angle for sure. Make sure you stick with it, though. Grab it. That should be the 7th, and we are up the ladder and out of here onto the rooftops. Now up here, I go a little blast crazy, and if you have not already got that achievement for popping all those items with the rocket launcher, this likely will be the place. Look at it, just make it rain. Not only studs, but bouncing bricks and stuff too. You can build those up and make some other items and then smash them again if you like. But we're gonna go ahead and just kind of take this easy. We think we got enough, but drop down onto this ledge that's kind of tucked around. That's also kind of a hidden one, but not nearly as bad as that last one. That was cheeky. All right. Follow along, follow those studs, push this all the way back to open it up so we can go ahead and drop that ball down, which pops across and gives us access to the right side where we can continue our rooftop journey. Get up there. It's again, it reminds me of some miniature golf. I often played as the green ball. I'm not sure why. It's usually the hardest to see in real golf, but not in miniature golf. Anyways. We'll go ahead and blast this item over on the left. It was some sort of a silver, it looked like a motor perhaps. Go ahead and rebuild it up and get access up to them studs up high. Oh yeah, and quick reminder, these planks that we're jumping over, they're origami. They fold under pressure. All right, sorry, I'll keep on with the keeping on. I was just using a bad dad joke to distract you from that bad jump that plummeted me to my doom. Anyways, we got that poiple out there, which is going to be needed in order to get that true adventurer. We also yeeted that banana up to that monkey, which he tossed down the key, which thank you very much, monkey. Now, this is important here. There's actually a couple things. We're going to use Indy to whip it good and get across. We're going to smash and build the bridge, but before we carry this motor across and drop it on the plate, we're going to go back here and switch to our bazooka tube again. And look at that, we blast all those items out there, which apparently there was another one of those fans, or motors, if you will, and it'll help us get onto the roof where we grab that 9th minikit. We're almost done, you guys. That's awesome. It's awesome. Go ahead and grab this, bring it all the way over to the left-hand side, slap it on one of the 2 base plates there. The next one's going to be found up on that roof there. You could probably jump up there and grab it, but there is an achievement for repairing items with Jock, or I guess any wrench character really, but we want to make sure we take advantage of all of those so we don't have to farm them at the end. There will be some cleanup likely at the end of this series, and that's okay, but if we could prevent some of that, like for example, if we only need 3 or 4 for the video that we put out, that would be great versus doing all 50 of them. Does that make sense? All right, go ahead and build up the old, it looks like some sort of a catapult, but really it's like a can opener. Rip open that hatch door, get inside. I'm going to focus on getting my true adventurer real quick. There's a bunch of stuff around here to be blasted, and again, that achievement should ring off for you if it hasn't already. I do believe there was a blue in that far left corner too, so if you're short, there is more around here. Don't feel like there's no hope for you, but there's definitely a possibility of being attacked too, because there's lots of soldiers. All right, our last mini kit's going to be found in this little hatch here. We're going to blast the silver bricks off, and woo to the who! We got that one too. Next, and not last, well, sort of last, there's a couple of things. There's all these Easter eggs, and I'm still not 100% sure what they actually do for us, as there are 5 of them you need to find, but they're not attached to an achievement, so they have to be something to do with the 100%. I don't want to spoil it, but there is a red brick coming up, but there's one other kind of moment that you might find rather sweet. I know I did. Speaking of achievements, there's also one for activating so many of these hieroglyphic puzzles with the academic character, which is who we're using right now. So we'll hopefully get a handful more of those before the end of this journey, and we know we will. All right, red parcel, or red brick as we always call them. We're going to go ahead and dance, dance, dance. Too much bricks in the pants. No, I'm just kidding, but for real though, we are going to get our dance on. It's a nice little game of disco. And basically, you got to build up both speakers, and then the dance floor lights up. Simply stand on each of the white circles until they are all filled up, and then get your red brick. Go ahead and take it over to the far right, slam it in there, and woot! We got ourselves the 2x stud multiplier, which we will be purchasing before we begin our journey on the next level. Now, before we leave too, we want to switch to somebody else's small and go through the hatch, which is going to bring us back to, ooh, it's Chewbacca! What's up, dude? So you can see there's 3 of 5. I would love a comment from one of you guys. To be honest with you, I'm going to ask my guide writer too. So regardless, I'm getting an answer. Before the next video starts, I want to figure out what's going on, because we've already found 3PO, we already found Luke, and now we just found Chewie. So I'm assuming that they're all going to be in these next couple of levels. And obviously, George Lucas, I get the connection, but I'm wondering what it does for the game itself. Now repair the old truck and find your way out of here by heading off to the right-hand side. I'm taking it slow through here, kind of collecting them studs, because you blow stuff up or smash it, and the studs kind of have to settle before they collect. So I was trying to do just that. I got a few extras before we bounced out, including this bluesy. And hop on the bike and ring, we are out of here. Look at that, treasure ×2 posted. I still think it's weird that they're like mail things. I get it. The times were different then. It should have just been a red brick though. Just saying. Anyways, we got that true adventurer, woot to the who, and look at that, we got 1,000,000 studs too. As it turns out, that is exactly how many studs we need in order to purchase that red parcel for the 2X. But the also good news is, that's right, also, we're going to go ahead and find out that the 2X stud multiplier is going to come in super handy for them true adventurers. We get paid out for that mini kit, and guess what? That's going to wrap it up for Lego Indiana Jones Chapter 3, City of Danger Free Play. So we're halfway through the first movie, and we'll be jumping into the next one soon enough. And before you know it, we'll be to that 100%. Sweet, guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for me. As always, until next time.